Just about got completed a change out of a alternator on a 2013 Nissan Altima. It was an experience, so I thought I would pass on the learning so somebody else doesn't have to fight it as much as I did. So here's you have to take the tire off, wheel off, and pull off the plastic shroud right here in order to get at the idler pulley in order to release the serpentine belt. So I put a light up in here, and I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to show you. I had to buy a long 1/4-inch breaker bar because there's so little room here that a regular ratchet won't fit up in here. And so you can see that's the one on the top. There's the serpentine idler wheel, and you see the star bolt in there. You don't want to do anything with that one. There's a bolt. You can see my ratchet on top of it, so you really can't see it. You can only just feel it. It's a 17 millimeter, and you need that breaker bar because there's just not enough room in there to get anything up in there. Now I was able to. So right now you can see it's resting on the crank pulley, and so what I did is I just pushed it up that far, and the breaker bar was able to rest on that, and so it's basically released right now, and I'm about ready to unrelease it and allow it to come back down so that the belt is tight. I'm gonna try and do that while you guys watch. And so the breaker bar again works really good because it's got a swivel on it, and you can swivel it over and then slowly. See if you can see it slowly coming back down and on. And so there it is. It's released. And hopefully I can get my breaker bar off there. Yep, that's all I got. So that's sorry, a little crazy getting out from underneath the car here. But that's what I used for it. Looks like it's I don't know, maybe a 14-inch long breaker bar. And a couple other things here that I think will help you. Take my trouble light off of here so you had some light on the subject. So they're 13 millimeters in order to take off the bolts that hold the alternator on. There's one there and one way down. Can't really see it very well. I found if you have an air-operated ratchet, that works really well because there's not a lot of room to move a ratchet down in there either. It was very, very difficult finding a way to get the alternator out. I wrestled with it for about 20 minutes in every conceivable style. I found out that to bring it out with this side over here up, and the bolts here on the left and the bolts on the bottom on the right, and basically straddling it like this and coming out. So the pulley would go down, wheel would come down, and then there's a clip that goes right here on the radiator that you just take some needle nose and pinch them, and you can top that off, and that gave me just enough room. So there it is right there, just enough room to pull that out of there. There may be another way, but that was the best way. I even had to pull the dipstick out just a little bit to get it out of the way because that was in the way. So that's just a number of things that were difficult for me. I hope they're easier for you. And remember to take your battery terminal off before you start so that you don't have any electrical issues. And I did have also a little bit of trouble with this connector, and you really want to push down on the right side of the connector, push in towards the alternator really hard, and then take a screwdriver right down in here, get it down in there, and that'll help pop it up. Because I'm an electrician, and I've seen a lot of connectors, done a lot of automotive connectors, but I had difficulty finding where the release tab was on mine. So hopefully that'll help you. Hope it works for you. Take care. Have a great day.